You there. Yes, you. What are you doing?
Huh? Who's there?
Why, it is me, the god of lifts. Can you please answer my question? I'm rightly curious.
Well, I'm doing a lift.
Oh, please. To jest is not much a way to speak to a god. Would you like to know how to properly lift?
Yes, please.
Then listen closely, child. I will tell you how to lift like a god.
Make sure you know the different types of bars and always use clips because safety is the #1 most important thing about lifting. The back squat involves balance. The grip is where you'll be getting most of that balance. You will want to put your hands roughly 2 fingers width away from starting at the rough part of the bar. This is the only lift that needs this. This helps the back stay flat and pushes up your trapezius or traps to set the bar on while also providing support and a firm balance for the lift. The base would be the next most important part of the lift. You want to set your feet a shoulder's length apart or the distance of chair legs. This allows for your hips to dip into a full squatting position, which also provides stability for the lift. Next is the descent. You'll need to lower yourself to around 90 degrees. This works on both your quads and hamstrings. It is also important that you breathe in here as it makes the drive easier when you breathe out. The final part of the back squat is the drive. The drive needs you to push up through the heels of your shoes. This will provide stability, which allows for a proper rise to occur. It is also important to breathe out here as it will allow you to feel less stress from the bar.
The deadlift is the next lift we'll be talking about. One of the most important parts of the deadlift is the grip. The grip requires you to be about a thumb's length away from the rough part of the bar. This will allow the bar to slide up the quads without your hands interfering with the lift and providing both stability and balance. Next is the base. The base requires you to be about a shoulder's length away with a slight bend in the knees. This allows your back to not be rounded and gives stability for when you need to stand up. And the slight bend in the knees engages the hamstrings while also taking the full load of the bar off your back. The tight part of the lift needs you to keep the grip of the bar to provide both stability and control the bar. This also stops your back from rounding. Next is the close. The close is keeping the bar right on the quads during the slide. This allows control of the bar and helps prevent your back from rounding. The finish is the recovery of the close or the complete movement of the bar from the bottom of your quads to the top of the hips. This ensures the full lift is complete and locks weight into place, making the lift easier.
The front squat involves balance. The grip is where you will be getting most of that balance, and you want to put your hands roughly a thumb's length along the rough part of the bar. Then, when resting bar on shoulders or deltoids, keep your elbows up high and keep bar in place. This will provide the best results when lifting as it gives good stability and balance. The base will need you to keep a shoulder's length apart like the deadlift and back squat. This will provide good stability and allow your hips to dive into the full squat position. The descent requires you to dip 90 degrees just like the back squat. This puts stress onto the quads and hamstrings. The drive is just like the back squat and needs you to push up through your heels. This provides stability, which will help keep the bar on your shoulders and keep it high, which will also keep your back from rounding.
If that is required is the push press. The grip of the push press is a thumb length apart from the rough part of the bar. This helps center the bar and provides stability. The base should be a shoulder's width apart. This provides stability when doing the lift. The descent requires you to descend down to your deltoids. This provides stability for you and keeps you in control of the bar. The drive requires a quick dip into a partial squat while the bar is pushed up and behind your head. This helps develop momentum for the push. It is important that the bar is pushed above and behind your head as this locks joints, making the lift easier.
For bench press, grip the bar a thumb's length away from the knurling. This provides a center for the lifter to use to even the bar during the lift. For the base, make sure you're centered on the bench and relax your head onto the bench. This provides stability and allows the bar to easily be racked once you're done. During the descent, bring the bar to about an inch from your chest, making sure your elbows are at about 90 degrees. For the drive, push up from the chest and making sure to breathe out while you're doing it.
The spotter is watching the lifter during the bench press to ensure the safety of the lifters during the whole process. While the lifter is lifting, the spotter has his entire attention focused on the lifter. If the lifter is struggling, the spotter will help the lifter get the bar racked up again by guiding the bar back using the over-under hand technique.
I hope these lessons will help you in the near future, child. Now go and teach others how to lift like I have taught you on this day.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you. You can never know enough about lifting, for it is an art by which requires the greatest of practice.